What's up, everybody? Welcome to E3 2018. I need more than that. The Reverend Jared Petty came out here and bored you. Now I need you to roar from the back of the room. Welcome to E3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Better. Better.
That was good. I like it.
Now, Greg, if I'm not mistaken, you told Jared backstage that he did an excellent job.
When Jared said, "How did I do?" Tim said, "You did a great job." I kept my trap shut.
Okay.
I've learned before
with
you
your
can't
eyes.
compliment Jared Petty. Do you know, Nick?
Yeah.
He asked me, and I said, Jared, suck it. That's
Thank
what
you.
I said.
That is what Andy said. Of course, I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the Hispanic heartthrob, Andy Cortez.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
At Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
And the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpina.
Hello.
Now, Nick, what I'll have you, and we're, of course, Kind of Funny. Thanks for watching on Gamespot.com. They've had a good run. It's time to come over to YouTube.com/KindofFunnyGames and subscribe there.
Yep.
They've had their chance. GameSpot
Right
had its
thing to do.
chance.
They're
They let
helping
in.
us.
Oh, they're helping?
Yeah, this is
my
all a
apologies.
collaborative effort, yeah.
Now, Nick, you mentioned Jared Petty being a nice guy.
Yeah.
I want you to know, we almost didn't have a Resident Evil 2 demo because of him.
Oh,
They
really?
thought they had already talked to Kind of Funny because they had talked to him and booked
Is
him.
he
He's
trading
dropping
off our
our
name
name,
again?
man.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about Game of E3. What is the best game of E3? I'm sorry, what was that, sir? Does anyone want to argue against Spider-Man?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Sir, I wish I could take you seriously, man, with the Keyblade, but I don't know if I can accept that you think.
The bias is strong over there.
Yeah. Of course, the way Kind of Funny does Game of the Show is we have one Game of the Show award. Then each personality has 3 awards we get to give out to say these are approved by these people.
Whoever pays me the most, that's
Nope, that's not
dude.
a funny joke, and that's not how it works.
okay.
For cash.
Okay. Andy, who did you give your 3 awards to?
My 3 went to The Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, and Anthem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we feel about those 3?
They're fine, right?
Yeah. Tim, where did you go?
Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah.
Killer Queen Black on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And not
Fantastic.
enough people are playing that.
And if you don't know, now you know. Check that game out. It's fantastic. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Are you kidding me?
Nick
Last
Scarpino-
of Us was in contention.
Oh, we're going to discuss it all here. Don't worry about
we're
why
gonna
you're wrong.
fucking roast
Yeah,
you, dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to get it. Nick, what were your 3?
I gave mine to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Smash, of course, had
Yeah.
to do that. And then Cyberpunk, man. I'm
Ooh,
into that game.
Cyberpunk,
I gotta
right?
say.
Into it. I gotta say.
Turn
It
it-
really turned me on,
turning
guys.
Andy on.
For me, I went with The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
I thought it had an awesome demo. I'm sure we'll talk about it in a second. I went with a video game I'm in, so take it with a grain of salt. Lego DC supervillains.
I see how it is.
Yeah, you do. Again, pay me and put me in there, right? And
I thought you were
then,
gonna give it to the crabby fucking game. Or
all right, first off,
Island
Island
Time.
Time VR is available right now
Right.
in all manner of VR systems.
Sure.
And then I went with The Division 2. all
Oh,
the improvements they
interesting.
made.
Classy
there.
move, Greg.
Why Anthem, Andy?
What I was thinking about last night was like, you know how Titanfall sort of evolved what Call of Duty was doing with wall running and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what Anthem is doing to Destiny, I feel, where like it feels like Destiny, it looks a lot like Destiny, right? Like that's some same sort of vibe. You see the hit markers, the hit points when you hit these big enemies, but flying through the world feels so satisfying.
Yeah.
You could do barrel rolls. I don't know if Nintendo's going to sue them or not. I hope not.
I don't know if Nintendo has a copyright on barrels.
But it just feels great to fly up to a pack of enemies, and then you click in the right stick to hover. You're shooting. You can do mid-air dashes. You can go back down. It all feels so smooth and just great. I cannot wait to play this damn
See,
game.
it's interesting. When you were telling me on the Gamescast last night, available right now, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, podcast services around the globe. Please, if you're on GameSpot, give us a shot. What you were saying there really echoed for me with Division 2, where getting into the Division 2, being a Division fan, takes snapping to cover for the first time, popping back out, popping headshots, seeing the reticule light up as I took these shots and took people down. It spoke to me in the thing of like, oh, right, this is what the Division's supposed to feel like. And then to see the graphical improvements they've made, to see as you walk through like the way grass falls down. The Division 2 I thought was doing something super interesting as well.
Absolutely.
And that's one of those reasons. Tim, why Smash? Or Nick, why Smash?
Oh my God, Smash is so
'Cause it's
good.
Smash.
The thing is, it's not Smash. It's not Smash 4.5. It's a proper Smash Brothers game. It's the ultimate Smash Brothers game, and I feel like
it's in the title. I see.
There's a lot of hints of them kind of turning Smash into a games as a service, and I feel like that is really good for that type of game. And I'm hoping that it's supported for years to come on the Switch.
Do you think that's what it's going to be, a game
I do.
as a service?
I think there's going to be a lot of DLC down the line, and playing through it, I love how all the characters feel similar but different. There's a lot of little changes. With Link, when he has 0% damage, he shoots a beam when he slides. It's like things like that. I'm like, there's so much love and fan service put in the game, and it just feels good.
As you know, I play as Link, but I always get damaged right away, so I wouldn't even know that was a
one day you'll know.
Nick, for you, why Smash?
It just feels right. Like you start playing it, you're like, yeah, this is what I want. This is the next Smash. This is going to be the next 2 to 3 years of my life. Every day, at the end of the day, I'm going to just slip a controller into one of y'all's hands and go, challenge.
Oh, yeah?
Just challenge.
All right.
What I used to do, Andy, before you came along and ruined everything.
Yeah.
Like an
Change the game,
unwanted
man.
child.
Someday I changed the game.
Well, you did something.
Yeah.
You did something. But no, even, I mean, we talked about it on the Reacts, but even playing with a Pro Controller, which I'm not accustomed to, the game just feels like it's supposed to feel. It feels like, exactly to Tim's point, not an iterative. It just feels like the next new big Smash game, and I'm jacked for it, man.
You kept picking Kirby and saying, Andy, come here. And you were
Andy,
doing
I've
the
got
suck
something
move.
for you.
It's just so
He
frustrating.
hit me with the suck and blow twice yesterday in 20 minutes.
What's the suck and blow if somebody doesn't know, Nick?
The suck and blow is when Kirby sucks someone in on the edge, jumps off, blows them out, kills them, and then goes back.
That's
and I
one
hate
way
it.
to define it.
It's so frustrating.
Don't clap for that cheap stuff. Don't clap for that.
It's a skill maneuver. It
You're
takes
all
training and time to master. Thank you. Thank you.
Christ.
You hearing that?
No, I didn't hear that.
I think they. What was that? Okay, champ.
He's not the champ. I'm the kind of funny world champion. All right.
Not the true champ, though.
All right, Andy. Thanks
my
so
champ.
much. Andy, what else did you pick? What, and why? What's your next one? You want to say why you picked this one?
The Last of Us 2, what else can be said,
Right,
really?
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and I'm so glad that they showed the demo that they showed, because I wasn't as big of a fan as the second sort of trailer they showed, or whatever it was. Yeah, it was a trailer.
The
There
one
was
that was
no
too
gameplay.
violent or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, well, it wasn't the violent
Because
thing.
this one wasn't violent at all.
Definitely not.
Walking
They
apart.
tamed it down,
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't show I'm glad we got this one this time.
Yeah.
Because if they would have showed the second one this time, I probably wouldn't have been on as high on it.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just so well done and so well made, and obviously the combat is brutal. The AI looks to be.
Well, I mean,
super
this was
improved.
like we're seeing it right now. This is one of my games of the show, and this is like such a masterful way of doing it, of setting us in this warm environment, letting Ellie have this moment, and letting her find love in some respect, and then to swing it back here, right, and have the woman she's dancing with and talking to, right, say, no, they should be terrified of you. Swing it back to this and show why people should be terrified of Ellie, right?
This is the type of trailer. I forgot who we were talking with, but like, this is the type of thing that I will go home and show my dad, just to be like, look, this is what video games are.
Yeah.
Like, watch this shit on your big screen, and just like, this is where they've evolved to. I just think it was so masterful, dude.
Yeah, I got to go behind closed doors and see it again today. It was the same thing played live in front of us. Right?
Okay.
You keep calling it a trailer, which, I mean, it was in the Sony presentation, but of course what we're seeing right now is gameplay. And for me personally, this is why I think I'm voting this game of the show. I think that the breadth of they showed here, right, of, hey, here's the content setting up the story you expect, not to mention how good that looked, right? The way, whenever I watch them kiss, what gets me I'm amazed is the way Ellie's nose bends on her cheek. Like, you know, kissing in video games has always been like two dolls shoving their face together.
Yeah.
And like,
Same
here
way
it
in
is.
real life for me most of the time.
Same thing for you in real life. Oh, my apologies.
Generally.
Greg, it's because they have really advanced collision. So I'm the #1 games developer. So there's a lot of collision. There's a lot of inverse kinematics and all that.
Sure.
Sort of
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But then to get into the gameplay here, how great it looks, how minimal the HUD is, how beautiful it is, the stealth they're using, the fact that Ellie, this was after the demo, they were like, if you have any questions, let us know. And my only question was, in this demo, Ellie goes prone twice. Is that a player choice or is that contextual? And it's a player choice this time that you can go fully prone.
Interesting.
Indicating that like the way she hides here and the way she hides under the car later are going to be mechanics we see more of in that game, right? That actually matter to an extent.
Yeah.
But that's not to take away from Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm so stuck between those two for this guy.
Last of Us
because
and
Last of Us looked
Cyberpunk.
amazing. Obviously, the demo looks fantastic, and seeing this made me believe that this could be better than Last of Us 1.
Yeah.
And that sounds impossible.
Right.
But today we got to see the Cyberpunk demo. You guys saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
It blew my mind, man.
Yeah.
Like, there were moments in it. Like, there's this one thing that I just can't get over, where there was an upgrade that let you ricochet bullets around cover.
Yeah.
And there's a hallway, and you kind of see through the cover, see where the people are, and aim the bullets. And it's kind of like Peggle. That's why I like it so much.
I said Yahoo Pool.
Peggle.
Man, it looks fantastic. I think at the end of the day, my vote needs to go to Cyberpunk. It looks so huge, so expansive, and it made me interested in an open world game. You guys know that's usually not my cup of tea.
You hate open world. Yeah.
I think the only reason why it would be game of the show for me, like, it's just so hard to not give it to Last of Us 2, but Last of Us 2 has sort of treaded waters already. Like, we've seen...
Sure.
Like, we get the vibe. I feel like if Last of Us... If what we saw The Last of Us was like the first time we're ever seeing this, then I'd want to vote for it a little bit more. But we know it's going to be incredible. We kind of get the vibe. But seeing CD Projekt Red work on a sci-fi game that's just dirty and just like horny, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of violence and stuff too.
Sure.
Just it was incredible. Yeah. Nick and I walked away just blown away.
Well, so did Tim and I. And when we were watching the thing today, all I could think about was playing it. And I think the highest compliment I can give the game is watching the demo and seeing the choices and seeing the action in the world. It really, I was watching it thinking I'm going to actually, and I know this sounds weird, play a role in this. It's a role-playing game where I'm not just going to act like I want to be the good guy, the bad guy, or do this. The way V was being motivated in this, the people she was interacting with aren't good people. And so it was the deal of like, well, you're talking to me in a shitty way, and I'm this punk anyway, so I am going to double-cross you and take the money and do this and get out. Like, that's rare for me in an RPG where I'm not just, I'm going to be the good guy. I'm going to be the Jedi. I'm going to go do this.
Yeah, Paragon, Renegade type stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, watching it, I'm like, how, a little bit more nuts and bolts. I'm like, how is the shooting mechanic going to work? Andy and I talked beforehand, and he was like, yeah, it's going to have some shooting elements to it. This is a shooter, and it looks like a shooter, and it's probably going to play like a shooter. I'm excited about that, because if it's an open world experience, it's going to be like 40 hours for me. I need to know that at some point I can take my aggression out with some level of shotgun. And I love that they're, like, everything that you want. Well, whatever. I got problems. I hang out with you guys. But everything that, like, when in a shooter that you want to be able to do, like shoot through cover, things like that, it seems like they're thinking of and are ahead of and are going to give to me. Like when the part in the demo where you're like, oh, you can see through, like, you can shoot through cover. You see the guy there and just blow him away. I'm like, yeah, I'm into it. I'm into this.
Yeah. The thing is, being here, like, actually at the show, I feel Cyberpunk is the game of the show. Everybody's talking about it. It's the demo that everybody wants to see.
I saw Jeff Gerstmann from Giant Bomb tweet out today, right, that he hasn't seen fervor and excitement and literally talking about stabbing someone to get their seat in that demo like this in Star Wars 1313.
Wow.
That might be the key argument right there. Nick, what do you vote for game of the show?
I'm going to go Cyberpunk.
Tim?
Cyberpunk.
Andy?
Don't be a coward, Andy.
Yeah, dude. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, man. No, Cyberpunk.
I'm going to vote Cyberpunk as well. That was a great point, Tim. You just won. It is game of the show.
There you go.
Everybody is.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kind of Funny's E3 game of the show 2018, Cyberpunk.
We should have put all of our faces on that.
Yeah.
All of our faces.
We should put our DNA on it.
I'll talk to the designer, the guy that messed it up.
That was me.
Oh, yeah,